What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Lesser Athletes. My name is Chadwell, and today, like always, an interesting video for you here on the channel. Today, we're going to be talking about my 50 predictions for WWE 2025, which are found right here. And we're going to kind of talk about it. I'm going to also flip my camera in a second so you kind of see what they look like behind. I had a video the other time where I was standing up, marking them off, and talking about them. That's not what we're going to do today. We're going to do it a little bit more just talking here, and we're going to go fast because a lot of these we are going to be able to mark off. Otherwise, we're going to be able to cross off, which does suck, but, you know, it is what it is. And I'm feeling a little better about my predictions, but I think I got a lot I'm about to miss, and I need 30. So let's talk about just even the concept of this video. We have 50 predictions, 42 are regular predictions, and 8 are PLE predictions. Some predictions will differ on points. Most are +1, though. I say they might differ on points because they might have a parentheses that says a certain thing. If I get that right, I get 2 points. If I don't, then it's just the 1. If not, I will give away $50 to $100 in Amazon cards or just straight up to all the viewers. But my goal is 30 by the end of the year. So you can see all the predictions behind me all year, and I'm going to be marking them off. So you're going to see throughout this video me marking them off, or at least I'm going to say, now let's get to it, and then I'll mark off whatever. So let's get started with my Royal Rumble winners. Oh my Lord, did I miss on this one, and it sucks. Oh my gosh, I coughed. Really did think Randy Orton was going to come back and win it, possibly. And then, again, this is December 16th. I didn't think they would wait that long for Randy. And then we had Roman Reigns as a wild card that I actually started to really believe. No one thought Jey Uso was going to win. No one predicted that. I'm fine with that. Bianca Belair and Io Sky, I think they might let Bianca win the Elimination Chamber. Wish I picked her for that, though. Io Sky should have won if they're going to make her be a WrestleMania opponent for Rhea Ripley. I'm just going to keep it 100. Just going to keep it real. But now let's talk about the EC winners. And now you might be like, who is it? Well, my winner number 1 for the men's side was John Cena. And I still feel confident with this one. I still feel good with this one. And I feel like that's a pretty good prediction for right now. I have CM Punk second. Now, there is a little question mark here because I made the slides first and then I wrote the poster second. So I initially said CM Punk, but I, for some reason, wrote LA Knight on here. I think I did that wrong because he's my, and I'm going to spoil, King of the Ring winner. But I had CM Punk here, and when I made the first video ever, it was CM Punk. So I'm sticking with CM Punk, which makes me feel good because I think it's one of the others going to win the Elimination Chamber, and I'm happy I predicted it so far away. My winner for here was Charlotte Flair because I didn't think they would give Charlotte Flair the Royal Rumble winner because it made no sense because they should give it to somebody new or they should give it to somebody young that they can hold. Doesn't make sense. Charlotte Flair won. Doesn't hurt. I did put Bianca as 2, though, and I think there is a chance for this. Now, I think you're going to see... You're going to see my Elimination Chamber predictions before this video, which I haven't recorded that yet. My phone just notified me that we're all about to start. Found out when I'm recording this. I think Liv Morgan's going to win, but a lot of people think it's going to be Bianca Belair. I think I'm hedging my predictions here, and I'm saying Bianca Belair is not going to win, but it's a big possibility. So we'll have to see on that. My confidence level is 60% because I feel really good with my men's. I don't feel good with my women's, but there is that 10 extra percent in my opinion that Bianca Belair could win. So now let's go a little bit faster because I'm going to be honest. I don't want a 30-minute video for you guys. King of the Ring. I think LA Knight makes a lot of sense when you're thinking of Saudi and you're thinking of LA Knight potentially being a winner here. Braun Breaker's here, but I'm starting to think maybe John Cena could be a good King of the Ring winner where he builds himself up and gets a chance at SummerSlam to win the title, and that's when he does it. Now, is that really what's going to happen? I don't know. I think the obvious thing could be also John Cena winning the title in December and then vacating it because, let's be honest here, that's what's going to keep a lot of people going is John Cena trying to win this title. So I do like Braun Breaker, though, a lot here. I really do. Winner for me for the women's is Bianca Belair. This is me hedging my bets a little bit again because if Bianca doesn't go for King of the Ring or for WrestleMania, then I expect her to win Queen of the Ring so then she can go against somebody at SummerSlam. I don't know who else, but I said Raquel Rodriguez. That's not going to happen. They did. I thought maybe there would be a push for Raquel Rodriguez, maybe setting up Liv versus Raquel at WrestleMania. Not going to happen. Sadly not. Up next, I have my confidence level 30. I'm a little worried about this one. Up next, Money in the Bank winners. I have Bronson Reed winning, and then I have Sami Zayn potential. That's my second winner. So it's 2 points for Bronson, 1 point for Sami, and then 0.5 for Jay. Obviously, Jay's not winning. It's really Bronson or Sami, in my opinion. And that's a little worrisome because now I'm thinking maybe Braun Breaker wins. Maybe Logan Paul wins. Maybe John Cena wins. Not going to happen. I don't know. I really feel like Sami Zayn or Bronson Reed makes a lot of sense, but I'm worried they're not going to put Bronson Reed in the title picture. I'm worried that's going to be Braun Breaker. Winner for women's, I have Naomi. I'm a little stressed about. Dakota Kai, I think they're going to give a mid-card title to before she wins it. And then I have Jade Cargill, which I feel good with Jade Cargill, but I'm now feeling like it could be Roxanne Perez or Jordan Grace. That's who I'm feeling like could really win it. I'm a little stressed, and that's why it's a 40%. Earlier I had it higher. I'm not feeling it on this one. I'm not feeling it. Okay, now we got my regular predictions. Which actually, let's not go regular predictions. Let's start off with marking off. I think you can see from here, but I have Randy in the Royal Rumble marked with an X. I was debating on marking them fully out. Maybe that's what I do, but please tell me down in the comments below what I should do. So, yeah. Okay, let's start off with Dominic Mysterio winning any title, supposedly. I have to be honest here. I think this is a 35% chance. I think that he should get a title. I don't think it's going to happen. This is what my worry is. I think he could be even a Money in the Bank holder. I just think that he should get a title this year and he should do very good, but it might not happen, truthfully. I think it's more than likely not going to happen. Up next, you have Ricky Starks and Josh Alexander come to WWE. My confidence is a 35%. Now, you might say, whoa, Chadwell, why is it 35%? You got half of them already correct. There's a huge rumor that Josh Alexander is going to AEW, and if that is the case, then I am fully screwed on this. I really was going to just say Ricky Starks to WWE, but I felt like that was really too obvious, so I wanted to throw in Josh Alexander. Yep, screwed myself on that one, huh? Which gotta suck, truthfully, because I really hit the nail on Ricky Starks coming to WWE. Up next, we have Joe Hendry shows up at the Royal Rumble, confidence level 100. This is something I can mark off as well. I'm going to wait till probably the end of the video to fully mark him off, and then I'll do my little outro. So Joe Hendry showing up. That's 100. Can mark that off. Thank goodness for that one. Up next, John Cena Grand Slam and 17 title. I have 80% on here. I'm feeling like the 17 title will happen. I'm worried about Grand Slam. He hasn't said anything about becoming a Grand Slam champ, which is very, very worrisome. Up next, we have LA Knight gets main title reign. The booking of LA Knight has not been great. It is making me 50-50 on this. I think after WrestleMania, he could easily be a huge WWE title contender, but at the same time, probably not. And that's very, very worrisome for me. Up next, you have Chad Gable wins U.S. title. It was higher. I have 30% now. I feel like this was going to happen, but he's not even on SmackDown. And originally there was a rumor that he was moved to SmackDown. No, he has not been moved to SmackDown. So I'm hoping during the draft he gets moved to SmackDown because it just makes sense for Chad Gable to win the U.S. title. Up next, you have Bianca and Rhea feud happens. I'm at 80%. I think obviously it can happen at Elimination Chamber with Bianca winning and the feud happens. Or it happens with her winning Queen of the Ring and it goes to SummerSlam, which is an extra prediction here. But I think this feud is happening in 2025, which I'm very, very happy about. Up next, you have Dominic Mysterio win over Cena for IC title potentially. I have 20% because I don't think that they're going to let Cena lose as much as you would hope for. But I do believe that he should let some new people win. And I also have Carmella Hayes winning over John Cena. Yeah, I'm not feeling this one. This one I think almost is at 5% for me. This one I was really happy to see maybe Carmella Hayes go to Raw. Maybe it happens after the draft. But I'm a little worried that John Cena might truthfully not lose against Kamala Hayes for a long, long time. It might be a long time before we see something like this happen. Up next, we have Drew McIntyre gets title run. I'm 55% because of the booking of Drew McIntyre. I was really high on Drew McIntyre in 2025, but now with the booking of him, this is disgustingly bad. Disgustingly bad. Up next, you have Naomi injured Jade Cargill. I'm at a 60. I had it higher, but in the back of my mind, I'm really wondering if, like, they're just going to say Chelsea Green did it, so they give Chelsea the U.S. title to go against Jade Cargill. And if that happens, that's going to kind of suck for me. But I do have to say that I think it makes sense to say Naomi injured Jade Cargill, or at least was in the plan with Jade Cargill. So we'll see. Finn Balor, any title run. This is 25. Yeah, I'm going to be honest. Finn Balor is probably going to cook me on this one because Finn Balor shouldn't be a title run holder. This is last year to win a title run for me. And not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good. Up next, Jey Uso gets another title run. This is as close to 100 as possible. Winning the Royal Rumble, there is no way, and I truthfully mean this, no way they let Gunther not... Sorry. There's no way they let Gunther beat Jey Uso. I'm sorry. If Gunther beats Jey Uso, that is going to be atrocious booking. Atrocious booking. So yeah, I have Jey Uso winning the title run right now. Up next, we have Roxanne Perez goes to main roster and gets title. I have 40. It was originally 25%. I have it 40 now because she did go to the main roster. Now it's just when she gets the title. And I have to say that I think IC title makes a lot of sense. I think the US title can make a lot of sense if she gets drafted there. I see a world where Roxanne Perez gets a title run because of how much she's already booked. Hopefully she wins Elimination Chamber, and that'll make me feel a little more confident on this. But yeah, it's going to be a little difficult, in my opinion, to really see 100% her winning a title for the 40. Her winning a title unless they really, really pushed her. Hopefully after a win against Bayley. Up next, we have Julia versus Stephanie Vaquera at Stand and Deliver 2025. I'm at a 50%. I had this at 80 before, but now I'm 50-50 on this. And the reason why is because I have to be honest with you. I thought this was like almost a certainty. But with Stephanie winning the North American title and Julia having the NXT title, unless it's a champion versus champion and they're already kind of hinting at it, I expect these two to go against each other in some way. I also said it could be a triple threat with Roxanne Perez. Now it could be a triple threat with Jordynne Grace. I just expect them to go against each other. And if I get it, I get it, but I hope there's no title on the line if they do go against each other or Stephanie Vaquera loses and goes after Julia for the title. Up next, we have Oba Femi holds NXT title for 200 plus days or gets US title. 50% confidence. It was lower than won the NXT title. He has like 48 days, I think, right now as NXT title holder. I don't think he loses it at Stand and Deliver. I think he holds on to it till at least SummerSlam around that time. Isn't that like American Bash or whatever it is? It's around there. But I just don't know. I like 50% though as the prediction. Up next, Trick and Carmella feud. I have 20%. Trick Williams not going to the main roster immediately scares me a little bit. I'm going to say that I think Trick does get drafted, obviously, to somebody. It's just I don't expect Trick to immediately go after Carmelo. It's going to probably be either later in the year, but I do want a somewhat feud to happen again. Hopefully a feud happens again, but yeah, I think it might be a little too early. Sheamus wins Grand Slam. I have 30%. He did lose multiple matches to Braun Breaker throughout the year, 2024, and now 2025. He lost one. I obviously think that he could go against Braun Breaker for the IC title for WrestleMania, but now I'm worried that it's not going to happen, or maybe he gets in a ladder match and wins it. We'll have to see. I'm a little worrisome on this one. CM Punk wins main title, 95%. CM Punk should win a main title in 2025. If he doesn't, that's horrid, and I mean horrid booking. Up next, Cody Rhodes loses title in 2025, 90%. The Rock thing is now making me feel like it could really, really happen, and I also believe that Cody Rhodes losing a title makes a lot of sense when you're trying to think you got to spread out the wealth with your kind of talent and keep growing them and keep them all main eventers. You got to do it and make Cody lose that title. Up next, Drew versus Cody / Roman happens. I said Roman, especially at SummerSlam. The booking of Drew has truthfully made me a little worried. My phone keeps going off, by the way. Like, that's horrid. But this has to happen. I think this feud has to happen. I wonder if they do Roman versus Drew at another, like, I guess, Clash of the Castles now in Paris. Another just European event. But I don't know. I just have to believe that Drew versus Cody / Roman is a feud that's confidently going to happen. So 70% for me. KO versus Sammy, I can mark this off. Match is happening at Elimination Chamber. Happy I called this because it was a little bit obvious, but a lot of people said they won't do it. They won't do it because the KO still has Randy. Happy they had a little feud already. Up next, Braun Breaker retires Goldberg. I put my confidence level up because of a rumor that came around that Goldberg is going to have his retirement match sometime in the summer. And he also said that Gunther. Goldberg is going to have his retirement match in the summer. And they also said that Gunther won't be the one to do it. So I'm feeling Braun Breaker. I'm feeling a little happy about that. Up next, New Bloodline wins singles gold, 50%, because how do you count the New Bloodline? I think Jacob Fought 2 or Solo will win singles gold. Is it technically the New Bloodline? No. So this one's a little iffy prediction, truthfully. Up next, Street Profits break up, 10%. Just that. They look better than ever right now. I thought with the injuries with Angelo Dawkins and everything, Montez Ford might go solo, but yeah, I don't think it's going to happen as much anymore. Up next, Jade versus Bianca starts. And then I said also after SummerSlam for a little thing. I know it's going to start, but I think it's going to be around SummerSlam or enter the new year, because I want Bianca to have a title and Jade takes it off of her. Now, does that happen at SummerSlam? Does that happen another time? I just have to believe that maybe it is WrestleMania. I don't know. It could be a Jade versus Bianca versus Naomi thing. I don't know. We'll have to see. This one's a little iffy, too. There's a lot of predictions that are a little iffy. Becky versus Liv feud, 10%. Becky's not even here yet. So I thought that was going to be a WrestleMania thing. She's not even here yet. So we'll have to see. Randy gets main title. Not confident at all after Randy has not been here as well. And Randy said that he doesn't really want a main title. It's not really in his interest. Very, very worrisome on that one. Jimmy Uso gets singles push. This is another one that we can confidently mark off because, my gosh, did I get this one correct? I'm happy that he has now beat Drew McIntyre, and I said that I would count this as and I said I did this before he had this whole SmackDown thing. Like, I made these slides way before. I added this picture in afterwards. So for me to kind of predict that, I'm very happy about it. Now, I gotta say that with the win over Drew, I can fully say this is a singles push. If the way that Drew's getting booked, pisses me off. Oh my gosh. New Day wins tag titles. I'm like 70%. It was way higher, but they have not booked them to win these tag titles, even though they would have so much heat, and it's a good heat. It's a good heat. So please give them the tag titles. Maybe at WrestleMania. The Rock does show up for WrestleMania 41. I now have this at 80%. This was at like a 5% before. But now, The Rock showing up for WrestleMania looks a big possibility with this whole thing. I think it's not a match. I think it really is in some way he's going to be involved with Cody Rhodes. And I think that's what I want, and that's what I love the most, is that I never said wrestle, so I'm happy that's WrestleMania 41. Naomi starts to get a push, 25%. Maybe this whole storyline with Jade Cargill will help her, but I generally believe that for now, at least, not going to be pushed as much. Rhea title won't surpass SummerSlam. And I am feeling confident with this one at 60% because I think they could just try and go all the way to SummerSlam with it. But truthfully, I think she could lose at WrestleMania to Io Sky if that is the booking. We'll have to see. Please let it be true. Jordan Grace joins WWE first NXT, which is 100%. This is another thing I can mark off. And I can get the 2-pointer for this one as well because a lot of people thought she'd go WWE and go to the main roster because why would NXT need the extra women there? And look now, NXT first. Tiffany Stratton cashed in before WrestleMania, 100%. And I said with Charlotte Flair, so I can't get the extra point, but she did cash in before WrestleMania when all the rumors had it where WrestleMania 41, she would be the one to cash in and have a WrestleMania moment. Becky Lynch wins title mid-card. Not even here yet, so I can't be as confident as I would hope for, but still 40%. Jordynne Grace, WWE title in 2025. Now, I'm confident on that. That's a full 25%. I don't think she's going to win the U.S. title from Green, though. And that's what sucks to me, is that I really wanted that to happen. But I don't think she's going to be the one to do that. I think it's going to be a little bit before she wins the title from Green, truthfully. A little while. Up next, Michin starts to get pushed. This is 20%. Michin's not even been on TV really at all on SmackDown. And there's not really much to do for Michin at this point, and there's not really a push that's been going on. Ludwig versus Gunther starts, 10%. I don't think that they're going to have some crazy feud maybe later on in the year when Ludwig is going up and Gunther's going down a little bit. But for now, 10% for me. Chelsea Green keeps title for 100% days. This is 95 because I think she's going to keep this title to WrestleMania, and that is 100 plus days. And a lot of people thought she would lose it right away, so I'm very, very happy to see her win it. And I think she's going to hold this till WrestleMania, which is very great to see. Austin Theory face push before WrestleMania 41, 20%. And the extra points WrestleMania 41, I don't think it's going to happen before 41. I think it's going to be Austin Theory face push maybe later on in the year. But they're pushing this. They are pushing this and delaying this, and it is becoming horrid to see. Logan Paul isn't done with wrestling 100%, and I can fully be confident with that one. And that leads us to our last prediction. So let's mark off the board. Okay, so you can tell behind me that they're somewhat checked off, like the ones that are very good. I might fill the dots now to be the ones that are actually good, because that feels like you can see it way more and see which ones are right, and then fully mark off the rest. Let me know what you think about that so you can see visually how well I'm doing. But I do have to say that we're at 7 points right now. We have the Joe Hendry. I'm like reading it off of the camera. Joe Hendry, KO Sammy, Jimmy Push. Where's Jimmy Push? Jimmy Push. Logan Paul. Tiffany Stratton cash in, and then Jordynne Grace 2 points because she started in NXT first. So other than that, I hope you guys enjoy. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. I will see you in the next one.